Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe, and also hope you all are enjoying the journey of Android learning. Looks like you guys are now ninjas on Android Ninja. In my previous session, we were learning about the basics of Ninja, why we use Ninja in Android, what are the advantages of Ninja which made us choose it in our Android build system. Today, we will see important concept related to Ninja, and that's about Build.ninja files. We'll see the structure of this Build.ninja file and with an example so that we understand it more clearly. What is this Build.ninja file? So Ninja builds a project based on instructions inside the file called Build.ninja. Whatever instructions are defined inside this Ninja file, that are built using the ninja builds. Okay, so everything depends on this Build.ninja file. All the ninja instructions are written with a file having an extension dot ninja. So it's a plain text file that ninja uses to define how to build your project. It's just the normal text file having extension dot ninja, and it uses this as a rule book. Okay, rule book to see what work it has to do. So it includes rules, targets, dependencies, all those things. First component is rules. Rules is nothing but it defines the commands that ninja will execute for specific tasks. So it will command ninja, you have to do this, you have to execute so and so things. That is defined inside the rules. So the syntax of rules is like this. It's followed by a keyword rule, followed by the rule name. Here my rule name is compile underscore cpp, and we define a command using the keyword command. So basically, whatever is followed after this equals to mark, that is the command which Ninja has to execute. We are commanding, hey Ninja, execute this one. For example, here we are compiling the input file and we are generating the output file. That's the simple command, simple example I'm giving you all. And we also have this keyword called description, which will tell us human readable description displayed during the build. So when the build is happening, we see some of the human readable descriptions which is easy to understand for the user. For example, ninja started, ninja already running, not starting it again. These kinds of things we see, no? So all the descriptions are written under this description tag. For example, here it is telling compiling the input file. I'll tell you all in my next slide. So this, keep it easy. Rules have this particular format. There is a keyword rule, command, as well as description. Next, we will have build statements which will describe how specific outputs are built using the rules. For example, here we have the keyword build. So it is telling build, this is the output file hello.o. This is my output file. Build this output using the rule. So compile underscore cpp is the rule name. Rule name is compile underscore cpp. So using this rule name as compile underscore cpp, and this is the input file. So build statement will have these keywords, that's all. It will have build keyword, it will have the input file, it will have the rule name, and this is the output file. So what my input and my output files, my output and my input files are replaced inside my compile underscore cpp rule. So here whatever dollar in is there, it's replaced by the input file I define in my build command, and the out also is replaced by this hello.o, and this hello.cpp is replaced by the input file. So this is how it works. Next, we will see the targets, the default target that ninja will build if no specific target is given. For example, always if we do not specify any target, by default what it should build, that we will define here, default hello.o. So this is my output target we are naming. And also ninja, we can include the other ninja files for modular builds. So inside one Build.ninja file we can give other ninja files. So format for that is include other Build.ninja. So this is the file name of the other ninja file which you just want to include. So here I have taken an example. This is my project structure. I'm having a build.ninja file and I'm having a source directory. Inside that source directory, we have two files, main.java as well as helper.java. And we have a library folder. Inside that library folder we have external library.jar file. So I'm just showing this in an pictorial format, so that whatever example I explain in my next slide will be easier for you all to correlate. This is my project. We have build.ninja file, we have the source folder, and we have the library folder. We have two java files and we have one jar file under the lib folder. So this is the small contents of my main.java and helper.java files. Here inside main.java, I'm importing this helper file and just I'm saying hello. Okay, I'm calling this helper function, say hello. So here I'm defining in my helper.java, I'm just defining what that say hello will do. It is just printing a message hello from helper. This is very simple, just for the purpose of understanding how the rules are written inside the build.ninja file. I've taken two small Java files here. Let's move on. So this is my build.ninja file. In this build.ninja files, all these things will be written. So initially, before writing anything, we have to declare the variables, right? So here I'm telling the variables. What and all variables I'm using is, this is a comment, okay? Hash followed by variables is a comment inside my build.ninja file. This is how my build.ninja file looks like. We'll go through each line one by one. So here these are the variables which I'm declaring: java c, which is nothing but java compiler, jar file, and my source, whatever is there, I'm storing in the variable called source directory. My output files I'm storing in out directory variable, and all the classes which are created, compiled classes, I'm storing in a class directory. And my jar file, okay, whatever jar file is generated inside the out directory, I'm storing under the variable jar file. And my external lib.jar also I'm storing under the libs variable. So basically this is the initial step we do before we write any program, right? So we are declaring the variables here. Next we will write the rules. So this is important part. First we have to write the rules to compile all the java files, right? So the syntax is rule keyword followed by compile underscore java, which is nothing the but the rule name. So this compile underscore java is the rule name which I am using, and I'm having a command. So this I'm telling the ninja you have to do this. I'm just commanding ninja to do this. What I'm commanding ninja to use these particular inputs. And so this variable java c, so compile the java file using the inputs and the outputs path. So class directory, so take this class directory path and take the library path and take all the source path, take the source directory input file. I'm telling do all these things. Basically I'm just compiling the input files. Input files are defined inside this dollar in source directory, okay? And description, so when this is happening, when the ninja is executing this particular command, what user should understand when he's seeing the monitor, he should understand what's going on in background, right? So that's why we just output to the user compiling the input folders. Got it, right? Next rule, now we have compiled the java files. Okay, we have told where is this java c, we are telling compile using java and take this class directories, take the library part, take the source part, take everything and just compile all the input sources. We are done. Next rule, we have to create the jar file. Again, this is the rule keyword and this is the name of my second rule. We can write how many ever rules we want, okay? So this is the second rule, create underscore jar. This is my command. So create the jar file I mean, this is the command jar followed by the output file and your class directory. And description, when the user is again sitting idle, what's happening in background, for him to understand what's happening in background, we are just outputting creating jar file. So, writing these rules here, writing this rule is the main purpose is it defines how to compile Java source file into dot class files. And writing this rule is that we have to create the jar file. Okay, it specifies all the files in the jar files which has to be added to the jar. Next, we will see what this build command will do. Here, the major purpose is to create the necessary output directories inside that out slash classes and all the out before compiling. So before we compile, we see all our results will be produced in output folder, right? aosp slash out. If the folders are not existing, build will make sure to create those directories or folders just before the compilation happens. Okay, so it's telling build and class underscore directory. So this is the output file which has to be created. And this phony is nothing but phony targets don't produce a file. They execute command to create directories. It's just creating directories. And command is mkdir. So it's creating class underscore directory. Here also, this is the output directory. Phony is just again creating another directory. This command is mkdir. We all know mkdir is used to create directories, so it's making sure to create two directories. One is class underscore dir and one is out underscore dir in your aosp slash out folders. So we are ensuring output directories exist. Now we have output directories existing and we have created rules to compile all our input files. Next, we'll see how this compilation of Java source file happens. Compilation happens with the help of build command. This is the syntax for the build command. It is starting with the keyword build followed by the output directory. Output directory is class underscore directory. And we also specify the rule name. So compile underscore Java is the rule name. If we have seen here, we have defined two rules. One rule name is compile.java, another rule name is create.java. So when this line is executed, the control automatically goes here. Okay, and this is my output folder and main.java is my input folder. My output and input will be replaced with that rule. Okay, so your output and input will be replaced and this rule will be executed and the input files will be compiled. Similarly, here also compile.java is the rule and this is my input file, this is my output directory. This is how it works. So we specify the rule name, we specify the input and the output. All this will be replaced with the specific rule, corresponding rules, and this will be executed. So once these two lines are done, we will have all the Java source files compiled. Next, the control goes here, packaging the jar file. Similarly, here also build command we are using and this is my output directory and here we are using the rule called create jar. So we go here. Okay, the control comes here, rule create jar, and whatever command input and output is replaced with this. So here the input will be helper dot class and the output will be jar underscore file folder. So that's how. So basically this will include the build keyword, the rule name, the input and the output files. And default target, default you use jar underscore file. So if I don't specify any target explicitly, just you build this jar underscore file which is my output folder. So that's all about this build.ninja. Initially we declare the variables and important is writing these rules and we are making sure out folders exist before it is generated. That was all about build.ninja file and how it's written with an example. I hope you all really understood how this works and see you all soon in my next session. Until then, everyone, take care. Goodbye, Android Ninjas.